Hey guys, welcome back. I'm Tanealyakimbeauty and this is Beauty. In this video, we're going to be doing my faves and fails for the month of May 2021. I only have a few items this month. I didn't really try out a whole lot of new products, and I also do not have a lot of rediscovered products that I want to talk about in this video, so shouldn't take very long. So let's go ahead and dive right in. The first thing on my favorites for this month is one of the Dance Remix palettes from BH Cosmetics. There were 3 of them in this collection. I did a video for each one. This one is the 2000s palette. There's also one for the 1980s and the 1990s. Of all 3, this one was my favorite. This one goes from about 2000 to 2010. Usually, I like a peachy, corally, kind of a pinky color story. This one is more gothic. It's not the type of color story that I normally go for, but I absolutely loved everything about this palette. As you guys know, purples are pretty difficult to formulate. Sometimes they can be really patchy. The purple shade in this one, which is called Dolce, it is absolutely perfect. It's pigmented. It blends so well. I absolutely loved working with the shade. It is so gorgeous. The shimmers and the metallics in this palette are absolutely stunning. Creamy, shiny, wet looking. I absolutely loved this palette. The one from the 1980s, I also enjoyed working with. The one from the 1990s, that one though was, I had a difficult time with that one. But of all 3 palettes, this one is my absolute favorite. I look forward to pulling this one out when I'm wanting to do more smoky, gothic kind of a look. Every shade in this palette, every shimmer, every matte was absolutely stunning. I have 2 new foundations that I tried out this month. This was in my Ulta haul video, if you guys remember that. This one is the Skin Assurance Foundation from JCat Beauty. This one is the liquid. And then this one is the pressed powder from JCat. This one is the Aqua Assurance. When I did the initial video, the first impression, what I did was I put the liquid foundation all over and then I set it down all over with the pressed powder foundation. It's funny because when I ordered this, for some reason I was thinking it was a cushion foundation, even though it doesn't say anywhere on the website or in the description that it's a cushion. I just kind of made that up in my head. But it is a really beautiful, silky pressed powder foundation. And usually I'm not a pressed powder person or a pressed powder foundation person, but I really like this formula. I thought the shade was really nice. It feels really silky. It blends in really nicely. When I did the first video where I used it as an all-over setting powder for the liquid foundation, it was kind of thick and heavy and looked kind of powdery. But then again, this is not a setting powder. It is a powder foundation, so I didn't really expect it to work that way. I was just kind of testing it out. What I've been doing since that first impressions is I put the liquid foundation all over and then I lightly set it down with a loose powder, setting powder, and then I take the pressed powder foundation and I just press it right into my T-zone. So right in my pores, my chin, my forehead, a little bit around my nose. It is blurring. It looks very natural. It's long wearing. The finish lasts all day. I'm absolutely loving it. And this foundation is so nice. I've been wanting to try both of these for the longest time. So when they went on sale during the Ulta Spring Haul, I definitely made sure to grab them. They were like 50% off. This foundation is so lightweight. It blends so beautifully on the skin. It feels so good. It feels very cooling and refreshing on. It doesn't feel like I'm putting a foundation on. It feels like I'm putting on skincare. And it looks so natural. It looks just like skin. And this particular shade, which I think is Mocha is the shade, this is a perfect match to my skin tone. It blended right in. Both of these formulas I have really been enjoying this month. I've really been enjoying this body butter from the Kiwi brand. This is, I think, an Irish brand. This one is the Ultra Rich Nourishing Body Butter. I just finished it was one of the lotions. I think it was Manuka and Honey. I think it was. That was the one that had that peppery kind of scent to it. I love that one. This one is the body cream. I actually got it on clearance at Walmart. This is so nice. It's so rich and thick. Smells so good. It has kind of this candy-like smell. I can't place it. I've been trying to figure it out, but I cannot place where that fragrance is from or whatever it reminds me of. But it feels so good. It absorbs right into my skin. It leaves everything feeling so smooth and hydrated. And even though it's a body butter, it's not like thick and oily or greasy or anything like that. It just goes right into the skin and leaves my skin feeling so soft and smooth. I'm enjoying this particular brand in general. I definitely want to try some more of the formulas. This has just become, I've just really loved every product that I've used from this brand so far. This has been a very, very nice skin moisturizer. I have this brush cleaner that I picked up from Shop Missy during one of my hauls. This is from the A+ line, which is the education line or charity. So I think this was $1.55 or $1.88. So whatever goes above the dollar will go to that education charity. This is a really nice brush cleaner. What I've been doing is the smaller brushes, I just kind of take off the extra makeup, dip it into the brush cleaner, clean it on the little towel. It leaves my brushes clean, sanitized. This is also a sanitizing brush cleaner. It leaves them very soft. It dries really quickly. I've really been enjoying this one. For the bigger brushes, I actually take the little sprayer and I spray the brushes. But this has been a really, really nice brush cleaner. I've been using this like in between the major brush cleanings. When I shampoo my brushes, I've used this in between if there's like a brush that I'm wanting to use again, but I'm not ready to like shampoo. Very, very nice for in between. And like I said, it sanitizes your brushes as well. The last makeup item that I have is kind of a discovered dupe item that I've really, really been enjoying. It is the Tarte Maracuja Miracle Mist Setting Spray. This one I got in a BoxyCharm box maybe about 4 or 5 months ago. It was sitting in my backup makeup for a while, and then I finally pulled it out and started using it. I've used it about 5 or 6 times now, and you guys, I am absolutely loving this one. This one, to me, is a really, really good dupe option for the Morphe Continuous Mist Setting Spray. So if you're like me, where you're not wanting to continue to support Morphe, but you really like the setting spray, because I have to admit, I really like this one. I really liked the Jeffree Star Starberry Mist one as well. This one does a really good job of like melting your makeup together and kind of taking off any kind of a powdery finish. I wasn't using this one to extend the wear of my makeup. It just did a really good job of melting everything together. This one, the Maracuja Mist from Tarte, exactly the same thing. As you can see, the components are the same type of bottle, same type of sprayer. This one gives you that nice continuous mist in the same way that this one does. The formulas are almost exactly the same as far as the way that it feels in my skin, as far as the performance. This one melts my skin, my makeup together, blends everything together, melts it all together, gives me that very natural skin-like finish, takes off any kind of powdery finish that I have on my skin, exactly the same way this one does. So it's nice to find something that gives me, it's nice to find an option that gives me the same effect of the Morphe setting spray without me having to use the Morphe setting spray. If you've been looking for something to replace this one, this is a really, really good one. I have found this one to be an awesome replacement for this one. As we get into the summer months, we're needing a little bit more protection against odor and wetness, especially under the arms. This is the Certain Dry Prescription Strength Clinical Antiperspirant. I use this one about every 3 days at night, every 3 to 4 days. I put it on at night. The next morning, I'm completely dry. It keeps me dry for several days. So all I have to do is put on like a deodorant. I don't even really have to put on antiperspirant in the daytime whenever I use this one. I have actually been using this one for years. I had to order a backup off of Amazon. I usually get this at Walmart, but I have not been able to find it anywhere. I don't know if Walmart just stopped carrying it, or you can only find it at certain Walmarts now. I don't know. So my backup one that I just bought, I got from Amazon. I have that one in my backup. But I absolutely love this one. Since you only have to use it every few days, it lasts forever, and you only want to use it every few days. If you use it more than that, it will cause irritation, especially if you have more sensitive skin. So don't be like wearing this like every single night. That's too much. You only need to use it every 3 to 4 days, sometimes longer, depending on how often you're going to be outside, getting sweaty in the sun or perspiring or anything. I have tried other prescriptions, so-called prescription strength formula antiperspirants. None of them work the way this one does. This is my end all be all. The last item from my favorites is a skincare item. I've been using this for months, but I never think to put it in my favorites. I just realized one day, you know what? This is one of my absolute favorite skincare items. I have not talked about it in the favorites video, so I'm going to do that now. This one is from The Ordinary. It is the AHA 30%, BHA 2% peeling solution. It kind of looks like blood. Like when you take this and you put this on your face, it looks like you put blood all over your face. What I do is I use this twice a week on the nights that I do my micro needling. And then I take this and I massage it into my face, mainly where I need the most exfoliation, which is like my forehead, the outer parts of my face, around my chin area. Leave it on for 10 minutes, rinse it off. This leaves my skin feeling so smooth. It smooths out any texture. My skin is instantly brighter. All that, the dead skin cells in the top layer, it takes all off. It's also been helping to soften my scarring, my acne scarring that I have. It's mainly on this side of my face, a little bit in the temple area, a little bit on my kind of bridge of my nose here. It's really been helping with softening that. I have been using this forever. I don't know how many. This is a 1 fluid ounce bottle, and I've literally been using this for months. I bought this, I would have to say at least 6 or 7 months ago, maybe even longer. Since I've only been using it twice a week, I still have, see that? I still have like half a bottle left. This is going to last me throughout the rest of the year. But this has been a really, really nice exfoliator. If your skin is on more of the sensitive side, this is probably going to be a little bit too strong for you. But if it's on kind of like that normal combination, oily, you shouldn't see too much irritation from this as long as you don't use it more than once or twice a week. I have really been loving this. Almost forgot one more item in my favorites. This is the Etude House Drawing Eyebrow Pencil. This came in, I can't remember if it was a Diva box or a No Make No Life. I think it came in a No Make No Life. Etude House is a Korean K-beauty brand. This pencil is so nice. It has a little spoolie on the end, which most pencils do. This one, however, is one of those flat ones, like the long flat tip that has the angle. The angle is kind of worn off a little bit on it. Usually, I do not like pencils like this. I like the ones that have a more finer point to help give me a little more definition, a little bit more natural hairs. But this particular one, I don't know what it is about the way that this one is made, but it goes on so easily. It gives me very natural strokes. It fills in so quickly. And usually I like a more warm toned brow pencil, kind of like, brown, dark brownish. This is more of a deep taupe. It's more on the cool side, but it looks so natural. I'm not wearing it today. I'm wearing the one from Sheglam, but this pencil gives me such natural strokes. It looks like my brows. Does not look like I'm wearing a pencil at all. I have really, really been enjoying this. Right now, this one is in my project empties because I've had it for a while. It's about how much of the pencil I have left, but I could definitely see myself actually purchasing this pencil in the future. I have really, really been enjoying it. All right, now for my fails. I only have one, and it is a face cleanser. Let me preface this before we talk about this one. I am someone that has very low expectations when it comes to a skin cleanser. I have oily skin. As long as it, cleans my face, gets rid of dirt, oil, and makeup, doesn't leave me feeling stripped, doesn't break me out. It's about all that I expect from a cleanser. I also do not mind fragrance in my skincare. That's not something that bothers me at all. So for me to say that I did not like a face wash, that says a lot. This one is the Keys Soul Care Golden Cleanser. This is from the Alicia Keys brand. I love the bottle. It's a glass bottle. The packaging is absolutely stunning. I may keep this for something because it is really, really beautiful. But the product itself, I did not like. First of all, it has a fragrance, and a very strong fragrance, which surprises me because, as we all know, Alicia Keys is very clean beauty. She doesn't wear makeup. I would expect there not to be fragrance in her skincare. I have heard that some of her products did have a fragrance in it, but I didn't expect it to be as strong as it is. And like I said, usually fragrance in skincare doesn't bother me, but this one is so strong. The first time that I used this, I pumped it into my hand, got it all foamy, went to put it on my face, and the fragrance was, I mean, it literally slapped me in the face. It was so strong. It reminds me of Love's Baby Soft. If you grew up in the 80s, you know what I'm talking about. It's basically that talcum baby powder scented perfume. It reminds me of that, but even more on the perfume side. It's so heavily fragranced, and the fragrance lingers. As someone who doesn't mind fragrance in her skincare, this one was just too much. It was way too strong. And I also didn't think the cleanser worked very well. Like, I didn't feel like it cleansed my skin very well. I found myself having to use more of this face wash to get all the dirt, oil, and makeup off than I usually do, even from like even some of the Dollar Tree ones that I've picked up. This one was $20. I got this from Ulta. I could wash my face twice with this. Go use a toner pad on my face, and still there's makeup on the toner pad. And that's just not the case with other cleansers that I've used. Just all in all, I was disappointed in this. I will definitely not be repurchasing this. I've wanted to try other products from the Kiwi's line, but after trying this cleanser and just being disappointed in the way that I was, I don't really want to try anything else now. But let me know, guys, if you have used anything else from this brand and what you thought about it. You know, I'm willing to give one of the other products a try, you know, if it's something that you guys think I might enjoy. But just from trying this product, I'm not ready to try anything else. She has a candle as well. If the candle smells like this, I definitely will not have, I would not want that fragrance in my house, just permeating everything. It was just really disappointing. I just really did not like this. So that was everything in my favorites and my fails for this month. Like I said, there wasn't a whole lot. Let me know if you've tried anything that I talked about in my video, what you thought about it, how it worked for you. If any of you have more sensitive skin and have used the peeling solution, let me know how that worked for you. If you like these types of videos, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, I would love it if you join my little family and hit subscribe if you're not already subscribed. And if you'd like to be notified of any videos may be coming up in the future, just be sure to tap the notification bell down below. You'll be notified each and every time. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram and TikTok. Be safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.